bright spot for the Wizards here tonight. If you were to pick out things that stand out in a positive sense for Washington, Kwame Brown, I think, would be at the very top of the list. Would you agree, Sean?
I would agree with you 100%. He's really surprised us, not only with his scoring and his rebounding, but his distributing the basketball.
As the shot clock expired, it'll go over.
Shot blocking. Kwame Brown's done a great job tonight.
You know, when you're down 11 and you're down to 7:47, you've got to pull the trigger. And Kwame Brown tonight with 16 rebounds to go with his 11 points, 3 blocks, and 2 assists. A career night, but his team is still down 11. They must stop. Leonard, and it's rejected by Kwame. Back off now to Lou. Lou on the drive at the other end, and here we go, folks. 7:30 to go now, 63-54.
And sometimes that's all you need to get your team jump-started. A humongous block by Kwame Brown coming out of nowhere. He just destroyed that offering.
A monster by the second-year pro out of high school, Carter. And he is fouled, but he was unable to make the field goal as he came in. He'll be shooting a pair of free throws. And it was Kwame Brown who has turned things around for the moment.
He's showing me something there. His head's near the rim. His hand's at the top of the square. And he smacked that ball off the glass with authority.
Look at this. 16 boards. Now has 4 blocked shots and 2 assists. Just a career night for number 5, who was the first pick.
Ty, not early, Ty.
Like his coach, Doug Collins, out of Illinois State, the Philadelphia 76ers. He was the first player picked in that draft. Oh, how Dick Motta wanted him in Chicago, but different idea. Remember all those old guys, Sean?
Oh, of course. Of course.
I'll be talking about Tommy Heinsohn and Hondo Havlicek here soon.
I just saw Heinsohn last week. He looks like he's in good shape.
One of the most underrated coaches in NBA history. On the drive, Stackhouse, good. Now that's what Stackhouse has to do, but he's not getting the calls as he penetrates. Many times he gets a chance for a 3, and that could really help turn things around here. But the Wizards have given themselves a chance with 6:47 to go. Very much in it now. Davis underneath, knocked away by you-know-who, number 5, Kwame Brown.
That was just tremendous help defense by the Wizards.
Now can they get another score from Stackhouse or somebody else? Leonard all over him, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. 15 on the shot. 6.5 on the game now. 65-56. Sean, take another look at this.
Well, you look at this weak side here. These guys on the weak side, they're going to respond on the pass. You see 3 guys around Davis underneath. Now, like I said, all you need is a big block sometimes to pick it up. The Wizards have picked up their level of defense.
As a result, the Wizards have given themselves a chance. Timeout.
Hughes and Jerry Stackhouse and the players he calls the kids. A significant portion of this team: Kwame Brown, Brennan Haywood, Juan Dixon, Jared Jeffries, Tyronn Lue, and Etan Thomas. And Jordan is hoping there is a trickle-down effect, Brent, from the veterans and the established players all the way down to these young players that make up the bulk of this roster.
All right, Michelle, and one kid, Kwame Brown, is playing like a man here tonight.
Yes, he is. He's playing like he belongs in that top group. Jerry Stackhouse, that last play, I thought he got fouled.
So did Stackhouse, but he's already picked up 1 technical as Antonio Davis finishes underneath. The lead is 11 again.
That was a great pass in the lane that time.
He was trying to penetrate against the D. Pulls it up and knocks it down.
This Wizards team just won't go away. You know, they've played great defense, by the way.
They could use a couple of stops here down the stretch.
They could use another big block. Something to just reignite them.
Kwame switches, so they go over to the weak side. And now into the corner. And the 3-ball for Sean Leonard. Huge moment against Jordan's Wizards at 70-58.
Boy, that hurts.
Snap inside, knocked away by Antonio Davis.
And that time, Stackhouse trying to get Jeffries to roll to the basket. They forced Stackhouse toward the baseline on that pick and roll. Jeffries stood out near the 3-point line.
Snap inside to Jerome Williams. There's the block underneath. Kwame Brown and jump ball. Is that what Delaney called?
Kwame Brown a force inside. Here's that pass. Great screen, no help. Nice back screen.
They call the jump ball. Toronto by 12. 4:40 to play. Stackhouse inside. He cuts in, off the glass, can't get it to go. Tipped up, over the top, and it goes to the Raptors. Well, at times the Wizards have struggled to get a good look at the basket, and at times they've just missed open shots.
They struggled to put the open basket down, yeah.
Shooting 29% from the floor. Williams with Jordan on him. Fade away. Oh, what a rebound that was. Carter with a terrific rebound and then misses. Loose ball foul on Jerome Williams. Michael Bradley checking back in for Jerome Williams. And some shots will be taken here by Jordan, who will go to the line for the first time tonight. Jordan with a miss. Shot 79% last season. Played in 60 games. He started 53. He missed 22. In the 60 games, as he misses them both, in the 60 games last year, Jordan saw his Wizards go 30-30 with him playing. Averaging almost 23 points a game, 9th in the league. But he gets the steal. Up ahead of the pack, Jordan misses the slam. He wanted contact from behind. He missed the slam, and the crowd goes wild. And an offensive foul is called on the Raptors.
Good possession. Jeffries holding his ground. Mo Peterson picking up the foul, and at the other end, Jordan still a little upset.
The prudent play here is to lay the ball up. Michael taking off a little too early. He thinks he's 25 again.
Missing 6 shots in a row. And it's up to Stackhouse. 3-ball way short. Out of bounds, Toronto basketball. Still up a dozen, 3:24 to go. Washington sitting on a 58 here tonight. 58 points with 3:20 to go.
It's just not their night tonight. And that's sugarcoating it.
I really felt that Lenny Wilkins was confident about the matchups in this game. He said, I think we're set as far as the matchups are concerned.
He has a good team. He should be confident.
To the hands now of Hughes. Hughes on the drive and one. So Larry Hughes steps up to the free throw line. 2:53 to go. 10 points. % against the Raptors.
Well, outstanding defense by Lenny Wilkins. Ball flow. Great anticipation by Lindsey Hunter. Jeffries gets a little loose with the ball and has to take it away. And there's Rashawn Leonard again with great anticipation. Then you have Mo Peterson playing basic defense. Defense 101. That's keeping your hands up, keeping them active.
Well, we've got Elliot Cal pouring through the record books, and I believe he has just told me that 66 is a franchise low for the Wizards, and that came at Chicago. They were beaten 77-66. They're on a 61 now with 2:53. You would think that they would score more than 66,
I'm sure
but who knows?
They'll get some cheapies down the stretch.
Now the Raptors taking a few seconds off here, being patient, bringing the shot clock down inside of 10 seconds as they sit on this lead. 2.5 minutes. Back now to Peterson on the drive, and Michael Jordan reaches in on him and fouls Moby.
Yeah, Mo Peak with a great penetration, taking it at Michael Jordan. And Mo Peterson feels like, you know, it's time for him to break out. This guy has the potential to be an all-star in this league.
He has been letting the game come to him.
Yes, he has. That's exactly right. Hasn't forced the game, hasn't taken too many bad shots. He missed a shot early in the game where I thought he really rushed a shot. Then he came back, he settled down on his next jumper, and he's gone from there.
Michael Bradley on the floor for the Raptors against Jeffries of the Wizards. And here is Jeffries. This is a 2, and it was a nice-looking shot.
A long 2. There's a nice-looking shot for a guy who's 6'10".
Lead is 9, and a bad pass that time as Bradley was coming down the baseline. And that's the kind of thing that Lenny Wilkins' team, the kind of mistakes they cannot make in this situation when they're up 72-63 right now. So the Wizards will try to burn him on a shot.
Well, he thought he was throwing that pass to Vince Carter.
Or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm not sure which one. Stackhouse on the drive now. There's the foul. Missed the field goal. But Stackhouse back on that free throw line. He's shot only 2 free throws here tonight. I think I've Antonio Davis picks up number 5. So not everything is going Toronto's way right now, but I'm just not sure that the Wizards can take advantage of it.
Yeah, they need about 2 or 3 more minutes. Jerry Stackhouse doing a great job of penetrating. And that's how you get yourself back in ball games, by stopping the clock, getting points at the free throw line.
Michelle, what's up with Lenny Wilkins?
Oh, well, one of the things they emphasized in that last timeout was not to just rely on the outside shots, the Raptors. They want to take it to the basket. I'm sure they were pleased with Morris Peterson getting into the lane and drawing the foul. They want to see more of that, attacking the basket, not relying on the outside shot, Brent.
Stackhouse tried to draw the offensive foul and could not. 135. Davis brings it down to 7 on the shot. Short on that one. Offensive rebound into Kwame Brown's hands, and the Wizards need to hurry now. They need a quick field goal. Michael knows it. Backing down, pump faking, stays with it. Jump pass over now to Stackhouse. Michael, bad pass. Great move by number 5, Michael Bradley on the steal. Closing in on 1 minute, a rare sight to see Jordan turn it over in that situation.
Yeah, late in the game, but you have to give the guys in white credit. They've been playing tremendous defense.
Jordan's got it back in his hands now. Inside of a minute, long pass. Kwame's open, and he'll be on the free throw line for a pair. And a huge pair here at the 51-second mark. Never quit on an NBA game when you've got it inside of 10 and you're inside of a minute. I've seen some miracles in this league, I want to tell you.
That was a great pass by Larry Hughes. And when we talk about gaining weight and getting stronger, years in the weight room is going to serve Kwame Brown well, because this guy, and he looks like he's strong now, but he's going to continue to mature. He's going to get a lot stronger in plays like that. He's going to go home. He's going to go and hammer those home. Go to the line for a 3-point play.
There's the comparison. Jordan scoreless in the second half. 4 of 14 overall. Vince with 18 points, 6 of 14. He started out red hot. Here's the young man who's had a tremendous game for Washington, even though he misses that free throw. Bradley pulls it away and puts it in Williams' hands now, down to the 49-second mark. It is 6. In and out of Bradley's hands. Bradley, a good free throw shooter. Wilkins has got him on the floor in this situation. The Wizards trying to steal the ball without a foul. Michael's got it. Michael lead pass. Stackhouse. Stackhouse rolls on Carter. Tap back. No by Kwame. And the Wizards miss a golden opportunity that time. Oh, my.
And you talk about not being able to catch a break. A 3-on-1 with Stackhouse and Michael Jordan and Kwame Brown, and you can't convert.
They're sitting on the franchise low. Remember, we thought they would easily be able to break it. And Jordan barking about the lack of whistles being called underneath. And
yeah, Stackhouse might have been brushed on that play.
Kwame Brown for Wizard fans. 17 rebounds now to go with 11 points and 5 blocks. And he could be a load tomorrow night. for the Boston Celtics home opener in Washington. You just know that they will play better offensively. They can't play any worse than they did here tonight, and nobody knows it better than Coach Collins and the team itself as Jordan jumps out on Davis that time. And Washington sitting on a 66 right now with 14 seconds to go.
Just 1 of 82.
To lead the Raptors, Vince Carter, 18 points, the only 2 players in double figures. Davis with 15 rebounds for Toronto, and the Wizards will go to the line once again. So Washington's home opener tomorrow night against the Celtics at 7:30. Check that start time. And tickets are still available for that game, which includes a performance at halftime by Run DMC. And bring your carved pumpkins to the game. Register to have them judged, and receive 2 free tickets to a future Wizards game.
I wonder if they'll be giving candy out. It is Halloween. Maybe pick up some candy as well.
I wish they were
Maybe you'll
giving
give some candy out.
There always seems to be candy around when it's Halloween, isn't it?
Always, yeah.
And even if you don't want it, it's there.
Well, what you do really is you store up for the winter with that candy. That's what I used to do.
So the Wizards will take a timeout. 10 seconds remaining, and they have cut the lead to 4 points. I mean, boy, you think about this game, and I know it's going to bother Doug Collins. I'm not going to say it's going to drive him crazy because it's just the first game, and you know, guys have to get cranked up a little bit offensively. That's been a problem a little bit in the second half of the preseason for this team, lack of scoring.
Yeah,
but
remember I was going to say they won their first 4 games. Looked strong.
Yep.
Start to tail down, but I tell you, that was a very long, it seemed like, road trip when you talk about preseason.
Well, and then you tack on training camp there. They were only home 4 days the entire month of October. So it was training camp, and then you throw 8 preseason games on there, only one of which was at
training
home.
camp being down in North Carolina,
exactly. That was a long month for these guys. But shooting 30% tonight has killed them. The Wizards hitting on just 24 of 80 shots tonight, and you know, just a few more of those shots going in, and this game is knotted up.
Yep.
Number 2, Deshaun Leonard.
Same 2 teams will play again December 15th in Toronto. They'll play twice more after that in Washington, including February 17th, which will be the series final between the 2. That will also be Michael Jordan's 40th birthday.
I think one other thing that stood out is Toronto got some strong.
Back now to Lou. Final seconds. Knocked back to Lindsey Hunter. And a solid performance for the Toronto Raptors here tonight in the opener. The crowd appreciates it. Nice round of applause. And Doug Collins and the Wizards now, they've got their hands